Gang, happy Wednesday to you. How's everyone doing today? Let me know if you guys can see the screen, hear the beautiful voice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. OG, I got everything up there. Codes worked, so I appreciate it. All the licensing stuff is running fine, so excited about that. Back up on it. And welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of the live trading room. For you guys live watching on the live stream, welcome to the New York live trading room. This is something we do here at Tier 1 Trading 2 times a day. We have a London session and a New York session, and I'm happy you guys popped in to join. Real quick, got a lot on the radar today. We had a lot of longer term outlooks on the radar yesterday. If you guys remember, some of them have changed, some new ones have arrived, so we'll check that out. But I want to follow up on yesterday's trade, dollar Swiss, right? This was yesterday's trade of the day. We ended up, I can't remember if the live stream was here after, no, you wouldn't have been here after the 4-hour close, but we ended up getting the close above here on the hourly. We ended up retracing back into our previous level of structure, and we ended up rallying up, retesting previous structure highs, breaking and closing above previous structure highs, and now coming back down. So this is actually what we call a reset as well. This would actually offer another opportunity at basically the same type of trade, right? We have a new structure high. Now everything resets, a fresh break, and you look for another pullback and a chance to trade it higher again. So that was pretty cool, just to follow up on yesterday's idea. Today, the trade of the day is going to be on the Beast. Tony was teasing me about the Beast yesterday on the chat. If you guys don't know Tony, he is our resident Beast specialist. This was, for a while, this was the only pair he traded. By Beast, I mean the pound yen. We call it the Beast for reasons that you will understand if you ever trade it. But he watches this thing like a hawk. So whenever I need some kind of in-depth feel of what's happening, I go to Tony. But yesterday we spoke about a lot of the yen pairs, yen crosses specifically, being on these tirads, right? Being on these rallies, these aggressive moves of yen weakness across the board. And we started anticipating where price is likely to go next. We started looking at what type of opportunities we could take advantage of. And many of them were actually continuation trades. We're looking for bits of relief that we thought may happen, and then chances to hop on the continued move. Well, the move has continued. Most of the ones that I watch haven't given any release. So some of these yen cross opportunities are actually coming into counter trend structure opportunities as well. And the pound yen is a good example right here. So we're on pound yen here on the daily. Let's go through that forever boring, methodical, repetitive process that we go through in staying consistent in the market. IPDE, right? Identify, predict, decide, execute. What do you guys identify? What has price action done? Where is price action at? This one should be pretty simple. Let me write down. We're looking at pound yen, Akil. There we go. Yeah, price action is trading at previous level of structure resistance. We've had, I don't know how many bullish days in a row. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days in a row. RSI is overbought. We are at previous structure. At some point, I would expect some relief, right? At some point, we've got to expect some relief at some point, guys. And when we say relief, we don't talk about a complete change in the market. We don't, or in the trend. We're not talking about a 1,000 pip reversal to the downside. We're just looking for a little respite, right? A little bit of a pullback. And a lot of that has to do with the psychology of the market. I love studying the psychology of the market. We had a good conversation yesterday about taking notes on every single candlestick. But here's a simple question you can ask yourself. And Fitzy put it right here, right? If you're someone that got involved in a long anywhere before this big rally or in the middle of this big rally, right? what are you probably looking to do up here? You're probably looking to take profit. Maybe not full profits, but some profits, right? So you have your buyers, your previous buyers, who, when price gets to this level, are looking to sell a little bit, right? Would you guys agree? Now, what else is happening at this level, right? Let's say you are someone that is looking to buy and you missed it, you missed it, you missed it, you missed it. Is this an area where you're probably still looking to buy? Now, we know a certain type of trader will be buying here, because I haven't looked. I don't follow news. Today's a light news day, but I don't watch CNBC and all that stuff anymore, right? But after what would I say, a 10-day rally, I can guarantee the headlines are screaming yen weakness. Yen weakness, pound strength versus yen weakness. The pound is killing the yen, right? So there is going to be that group of late traders who read the headlines and are like, wow, yen weakness, I got to get involved, right? But for the most part, do you think there are more or less new buyers interested here at the highs versus here at the lows? Probably less buyers, right? So not only do you have less buyers, but you have previous buyers turning into sellers here. Now, on the other hand, when it comes to the sellers, do you think there are more or less sellers up here than, say, somewhere in the middle here? Probably more sellers up here, right? So you've got new sellers that are interested in the market. You've got new sellers interested because they were really buyers before and they're looking to take profit. And then you have less buyers because, well, all of the interested buyers are interested down here. Now, if you just do a balance of buying pressure versus selling pressure, right? Where would you anticipate that most of the pressure is at? Is more pressure with the sellers at this level or the buyers? Again, we don't know. We're anticipating. This is what we do as traders. Probably with the sellers. So that's why I would expect a little bit of relief. So I'd be looking for shorts at this area unless we violate the highs. Obviously, if we violate the highs here, we have a fresh reset, and then boom, now we're looking to buy again. We're looking to be buyers again on another continuation trade. But I would be gearing up counter trend structure-based trades at this level. So CTS traders, we can get ready. Now, we already have something here. We have an advanced pattern formation, X to A to B, B to C, C to D up here. We talked about this for a while here in maybe not the live room, but the weekend video, right? So you have a bearish cipher. Excuse me. Let me get a drink real quick. You've got a bearish cipher, right? So if advanced pattern formations are involved in your CTS checklist, you can give yourself 3 points there. We have structure. Look left. Structure leaves clues. Obviously, you're at a previous structure high, a current level of resistance. You can give yourself 2 points there as well, major structure. We have the RSI overbought. You can give yourself another point there for RSI going overbought. So right now we are at a CTS of 6, which is a pretty decent CTS score. So what we're doing is we're building our case for entry, guys. We are building our case. We are detectives, lawyers, gathering clues, looking for as many reasons as possible to defend our position to be short. Now, again, we're not forcing this. But whenever we look at the market, whether it's buying or selling, we're looking for different clues. And again, the more clues that we have, the better case we can build, the better chance we have of identifying the right level. Or she said even handle number as well, 168 evens around here too. That could be an addition. So we've made our case for looking for sells. Now, the question you have to ask yourself, and it really shouldn't be a question, it should be in your trading plan. I spoke to a guy this morning. It was this trader who's he's been taking this trading challenge, and he went through a little bit of a rough spell. I think he hit like a 4.5% drawdown last week, and hit me up this morning, said, hey, I rebounded, I'm back to break even from the drawdown. I'm like, ooh, let's go. And there was another thing in his text. Let me read this to you. I'm gonna see if you can pick out the red flag. If you can pick out the red flag in this comment, if I can find it. Okay, he says, okay, I see. I use just one target profit, 1 to 3 risk reward. So I usually put stop loss at break even when the trade is about 70% in profit, or when I have another entry while my previous entry has yet to hit its target profit. Oh, you guys are sharp. You didn't give YouTube a chance. They're a little bit delayed. Usually, I use just one target profit at 1 to 3 risk reward. So I usually put stop loss at break even. Usually, right? No consistency. And I've learned to be careful because I don't like the word usually. Whenever I hear usually, it's one of my red flag words. That means you don't have a trading plan. Although it could be technically used in a different way. So like say if Bobby has 3 different ways to attack this trade. If Bobby can trade a double top or a pin bar, he may say, hey, I usually take pin bars, but if I'm asleep when it forms, then I take a double top. So that would be an example of when usually is rules based. But usually the word usually isn't rules based, right? Usually it's not. You can't stop saying that word now. Usually it's not rules based. So when we talk about how to enter, and that's what everyone worries about, everyone's question is, how do I enter? How do I enter? How do I enter? That should be, that should probably be, aside from stop loss placement, that should probably be the easiest answer you have. What does it say in your trading plan? Right? If you don't know how to enter, should you be trading something? No, right? Your entry should be the thing you always know. Before any trading opportunity occurs, you should know your entry. The bigger question should be, is this a trading opportunity? That's the biggest question. Entry should be easy. This is how I enter. Or these are the ways I enter if you have multiple cases. The biggest question should be, is this an actual trading opportunity that I should be interested in? So the entry should be easy. So let's head down to our lower time frame. Voice is killing me already. Again, you can see price going up. This is where you want to look for your entry reason. If you go down to a lower time frame, obviously you can do it on your higher time frame as well. But now we have to wait. Honestly, it would not shock me if we kind of repeated what we did over here, put in a little bit of consolidation. This is kind of a false double top here. Hopefully a real one occurs. But now we wait, just like we spoke about yesterday. Now we wait. Now we know what we want. We know what we're looking for. Now we just have to wait and see if the market is going to give it to us. Now, as always, let's talk about what are some different ideas for target taking, guys. We know stops need to be or should be above structure. Target taking, I see a few different ideas depending on what time frame you're looking at. Any ideas from you guys if you're looking for shorts here? I'll tell you what, big difference between the 4-hour and the daily, in my opinion. You can take both into account. In my opinion, you always want to take into account the target area on your trading time frame. So if you're entering on the 4-hour, make sure you look at this level as well. Jagger says 164.24. Orsi says the same thing. That's not a line. Where's my horizontal line at? Darn you, Dwayne. I got this moving average still on my chart. 164.24. Just looking at a level inside structure right here. Boop. Nice little mini structure swap with a pregnant pause right there as well. Fitzy says 165.50s. This little guy up here. Yep, this is the structure level of FTSE that I thought was relevant here on the 4-hour. You're not going to see it on the daily, but not a bad conservative level right there as well. I think those are both quality levels. Anybody else? You guys read my mind. We can draw in some fibs as well. Nothing volume wise up here. Actually, a little bit right here. Little spike at that first level, so that level does show to be a little bit important. I don't think we're gonna have any fib confluence. Maybe a 3D2 at that midline. That's the cipher target. A little bit below there, yeah. So yeah, I think those are two decent levels. I think a main level is right here. This is the B leg of the cipher. I think a nice little conservative level is right up here. And keep in mind, this is the pound yen, right? So it seems short, but remember, we're trading above 168s. This is down at 166s. So this zone is a 200 pip zone. Again, you don't know where the entry is going to be yet, but lots of opportunity in this trade, and this is why they call it the beast. So decent opportunity here on the pound yen. If any of you guys are in the cipher, you're rooting for this as well because you're hoping that cipher holds. Any questions? Short and sweet today, I think. 16 minutes is short and sweet for me. Any questions? Jerry says 618 Fibonacci on TradingView. We can bring that in. That's going to be probably at this lower level down here. If my eyes do not lie, I'm going to say 160 50s for the 618. See how good my Fibonacci eyes are. Oh, 5 pips short. Close enough. Can you tell I've been using fibs for too long? I start seeing ratios and random things in life as well. It was funny. I've gotten away from fibs a lot too over the years. Fibs were when I started off, fibs were a lot more powerful to me than they are now. They're secondary now, but yeah, still got it. There we go. All right. I'm going to boot you guys off the live stream then. Thank you guys for joining. As always, do me a favor, hit that like button on your way out. We're going to be here tomorrow as well. Same time, same place, 7:30 a.m. Bring a friend. Also, Trader Coffee Break episode today, most likely 10 a.m. Just go to the YouTube Trader Coffee Break channel and check it out. Most likely, random stuff happens sometimes. Computers blow up, trains get delayed. We've run into it all, but the plan is to do one at 10 o'clock. So I will see you guys there.